Now that we've learned about ourselves and about the dangers that exist, it's important to round out this discussion by talking about protecting ourselves. What are the things that we can do to control the threats, or at least reduce the amount of harm that can come about if threats are realized? The answer is through controls. Controls, if you remember, are different ways that we can prevent or lessen the harm that can be caused by threats. Controls can be grouped into three primary groups: physical, which protect the tangible devices and systems that we own; procedural, which increase awareness and enforcement; and technical, which constrain the likelihood and monitor and/or prevent actions and behaviors. This representation from your book shows the three dimensions by which controls can be categorized. Thinking about controls in this way enables you to easily map the controls against threats that they help address. Our readings also include a helpful illustration that shows many of the controls that we can place on a computer system in order to safeguard it from threats and harm. In this simple representation of a network system, it is easy to see all of the touch points where controls can be placed, as well as some different types of controls, including deterrence, deflection, response, prevention, and preemption. As we progress through the rest of the semester, we will cover these controls in much greater detail. To wrap up this discussion about knowing our enemies, and even knowing ourselves, there is one main focus we need to think about throughout: CYA. Even though this has a different context in real life, in cybersecurity, that CYA stands for Cover Your Assets. Before all else, we need to be able to evaluate what assets we have and quickly allocate the resources we own to safeguard those assets. There may be a few of you wondering, is there some sort of method that we can use to be more precise with the way that we evaluate and protect our assets? The answer is yes. There are a few methods that we can use. In our next discussion segment, we will talk about a more advanced process known as risk analysis, which will give us a slightly more precise way of mapping out the assets that we own, the threats that exist, and the corresponding ways that we can control those things.